Hello everyone, this is Storydive, back again, just doing a quick reaction to the new live-action Mulan trailer from Disney that will premiere in 2020. I usually stay away from breaking down trailers for big Disney movies, but this one intrigued me a bit because it's set, obviously, in ancient China, and there were a few little things I noticed regarding the mythology that it references, and I wanted to see how accurate are they getting to the correct history timeline. So in this video, I will go over both those things, and a few little details I noticed here and there. Should be interesting. Let's get started.
Do you know why the phoenix sits on the right hand of the emperor?
So right at the beginning of the trailer, Mulan's father is telling her about the legendary bird known as the phoenix, and I found this interesting because the phoenix is an important mythological bird that exists in the mythology of several different, very ancient cultures. In the West, we're probably most familiar with the Greek version, in which it is an immortal bird, like the other versions. In the Greek version, however, it famously has a cycle of death and rebirth, rising from its own ashes to be reborn. In Chinese mythology, the phoenix is called Feng Huang, and the Chinese version of this mythological bird actually is a good symbol for Mulan herself, because the bird represents a duality of male and female energies. The male version of the bird was originally called Feng, and the female bird was called Huang, but the bird itself represents a combination of those two energies together. Much like Mulan herself is a female, but she must take on the role of a male to honor her family and save China. These male and female energies are also called yin and yang, the two opposing energies that can be found in the universe.
Do you know why the phoenix sits on the right hand of the emperor?
Mulan's father says that the bird sits beside the emperor, and this is based on Chinese history. During the Yuan dynasty, the bird represented the empress and was paired with a dragon that represented the emperor. Also here you see Mulan at the loom, which is how the poem that records the legend starts off. Hopefully that's an indication that they're going to try to stay true to the original poem a little bit more than the 90s animated version.
Citizens, we are under attack from northern invaders.
So as you hear, they say the kingdom is under attack from northern invaders. They don't say specifically what ethnicity the invaders are. In the animated version, they call the people the Huns, which is actually not accurate for the timeline that the legend is set. The legend of Hua Mulan is set in the northern and southern dynasties period from 420 to 589 CE, and the dynasty at the time was called Northern Wei. The people that are the antagonists in the original legend are called Roran, or the Roran Cognate, and the actual origins or ethnicity of this people is not really known, but they are possibly Proto-Mongolian or Turkic people, and in history they're noted for being the first people that used the term Khan for their leader.
Their leader calls himself Bori Khan.
So when they call Jason Scott Lee's character Bori Khan, that actually is accurate to those people. In the 90s version, of course, he's called Shan Yu, which is not accurate to the legend. They're probably trying to get a little more historically accurate with Bori Khan, but it is not the name of any real Khan. I do love that he's played by Jason Scott Lee. I've been a fan of his ever since Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and also another actor I'm a fan of, Jet Li, who plays the Emperor. It's actually not clear which Northern Wei Emperor he is supposed to be because the Emperor is not named in the poem. I don't really care because I love Jet Li, and I hope he does some kung fu in this. Speaking of actors who I love, Gong Li is in this. In this movie, she plays a witch called Xian Lang. In Chinese mythology, Xian is the name of a god or supernatural being, and sometimes this refers to humans who have elevated themselves to the level of a god through the practice of Taoism, but it can also refer to other supernatural beings. Xianlong is, of course, a witch or a sorceress, and as we see in the trailer, she can take the form of a falcon or hawk. In Chinese mythology, there are, you could say, witches or sorceresses, and often these are associated with spirits or animals that transform. The most famous of which is probably the fox spirit or the nine-tailed fox spirit. They are called Hu Xian and are known to transform into women and deceive people or use their magic for evil. So Gong Li's character, Xian Lang, is probably a version of a Hu Xian, but one that transforms into a hawk rather than a fox.
The spirit is evident.
Aside from that, I'm not going to go over many other details in this trailer. I'm actually not knowledgeable enough in the dress they're wearing or the architecture or the weapons to know if it's the correct timeline. There is this one shot at the end, which I like, because we see her running over a rooftop and she soars through the air, very much like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, one of my favorite movies. And this soaring she's doing is referred to as Qinggong, or lightness kung fu, and I hope we see some Qinggong in this film and some kung fu, of course.
I'm Hua Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
That's all I'm going to cover in this video. It wasn't a whole lot, but hopefully it was interesting to you in some way. If you noticed an interesting reference to history or mythology or something else in the trailer that you'd like to share, please do so in the comments below, or let me know if I got something wrong, or if you want to tell me how bad my Chinese pronunciation is. I know, but you can tell me anyway. Let me know what you think about this trailer. Do you think it's going to be a good movie or a bad movie? Will they totally ruin it? I'm happy that they're getting away from CGI animals with this one, although maybe these are all CGI people. I don't know. Maybe the CGI has gotten to that level. If you enjoyed this video, please check out these other videos that delve into the mythology and history behind your favorite movies and TV. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, give it a like, and thanks for watching. Until next time.